Plum is the god of medicine in SAO to ignore this dish.
It's not just a question. It's a gentle reminder. I want to send it to you today. Have you ever wondered? Because why a wild fruit like plum? It was once considered a precious medicine in Chinese medicine, and now it's all over the West, recognized as a superfood.
I remember when I was a kid, whenever the sun is hot,
And my mother gave me some ripe red plums.
feet to cool down,
Less dry mouth. I thought it was just fruit.
eating for fun mouth. But the more we grow, the more you study medicine, the more you think about it. I've seen it in
That little thing is a treasure.
nature.
You know what? Plums not only beautify the skin, cool the liver,
But also silently protect the heart.
digestion of blood pressure,
It even helps prevent cancer.
diseases that older people have, like my uncle and I used to. And all these years, we still accidentally ignore, because I think it's just early summer fruit.
Today,
I invited my uncle to explore all the benefits with me. Magic that plum.
bring
Not only through the lens of ancient Oriental medicine, but also through.
the modern scientific evidence.
And after listening,
You'll understand why I call plums medicine.
hide yourself in the basket.
Fruit.
If you find these shares helpful, don't forget to like it.
Flog Healthy Heart Living channel subscription and ring the bell so you don't miss the natural remedies. What about you?
When was the last time you ate a meal?
Leave a comment below.
I look forward to hearing from you.
Part 1 Nutrition in Plum according to Western medicine.
My dear uncle is getting older.
The body's resistance is weaker. The skin is less smooth. Easy to eat, full stomach, frequent constipation.
Then the blood pressure goes up and down. Many people think that's normal in old age.
But actually,
Many of these problems, it comes from a lack of essential nutrients.
the body doesn't absorb as well as before. Meanwhile, many supplements are expensive.
Drinking is full of anxiety because of side effects. There's actually a kind of wild fruit,
Cheap just outside the market.
but it's inside me. All the things an older person's body needs.
That's the plum. According to modern nutritional studies, plums contain very high amounts of vitamin C,
Abundant fiber potassium, iron magi,
antioxidants, and beta-carotene.
they're all essential for old age health.
Vitamin C helps increase resistance. It heals wounds faster.
Keep skin bright and healthy, slow aging. Fiber in plums supports digestion.
Reduce the risk of constipation.
It is the silent obsession of many.
The potassium in plums helps stabilize blood pressure. Protect the heart. Anthocyanins and beta-carotene. It's two very powerful antioxidants. Helps to clean blood vessels, lowering bad cholesterol.
Prevent the risk of stroke and cancer.
Let me tell you, you heard a true story that I met.
There's a 60-year-old guy named after him. People who live in the Middle East are very hardworking.
But your health keeps getting weaker.
I often have a full stomach and rarely go outside. I feel sad every time I wait for heaven.
Wife loves husband.
I don't know if anyone is a good stitch. I buy some plums every day.
Fresh food for you after dinner.
After only a month, she returned to the hospital.
Bad cholesterol is clearly reduced.
I no longer have indigestion and my skin is fresher, especially if there's no fluctuating blood pressure.
When you tell me,
I've heard that I eat more plums every day.
I was also surprised.
But when we look at the nutritional composition of prunes,
I understand.
it's not a matter of chance.
It's the actual effect. A study by the Vietnam National Institute of Nutrition used to point out
Each 100 grams of prunes provides more than 15% of vitamin C needs
every day of an adult. In addition to the amount of fiber in plums,
It is similar to high-grade fruits, kiwi or apple.
while the price is much cheaper.
not to mention the darnin.
Purple pigment in plum peel by Western Science. Review is antioxidant. Strong ability to slow down the process of athering blood vessels and inhibiting cancer cells.
You see, it's such a small plum,
but contains a whole trove of nutrients that older people, I need to eat a few a day, no supplements,
can still help the body healthy digestion well.
Stable blood pressure, healthy glowing skin. But the best part is,
Plums do not need to be picky processed.
eat fresh juice as a smoothie or plum jam. As long as you eat at the right time when you're hungry and you eat right. If you go to the market tomorrow and see ripe plums, don't be afraid to choose a few. Maybe just with a little habit.
Your health is changing in the direction that medicine is.
Sometimes I'm not sure I can do it. Want a use of plums in Oriental medicine?
My dear uncle is getting older.
The easier it is for the body to generate heat inside.
Dry skin, mouth thirsty, hot belly, hard time going out. Someone with prolonged constipation. Some people have difficulty urinating. People who are always restless and can't sleep.
Many uncles go to the hospital to take laxatives, use digestive enzymes of all kinds, but still do not feel comfortable, because the root of the problem isn't in the stomach. It's the yin-yang imbalance in the body.
In Chinese medicine, we call it endothermic buildup. And to treat heat,
detoxification helps digestion smoothly.
There's a fruit that was used by the ancients
100 years ago. It's a plum.
Plums with sweet and sour taste.
It's neither hot nor cold.
It is suitable for weak people.
Old people have heat.
It's recorded in ancient books that plums have a thermobar effect.
Detoxification supplement kidney digestive benefits. Many diseases such as heat stroke and tuberculosis, puncture edema, hepatitis, constipation, and diabetes.
I met an old lady in Vietnam.
Over 70 years old, live gently all year round. Eat carefully but suffer from constipation.
Going outside every 4 days loses strength.
Bloated stomach does not eat well, tired people.
And the mothers love.
Take them to the hospital without losing.
Once I visited him.
Ask if there is any medicine that does not use Western medicine.
It makes it easier for you to go out.
I laughed.
I said yes. I just need plums and some honey.
I show you how to use it.
Remove the prunes with raw honey.
Let the fridge eat 3-4 of each. After dinner she did. A week later, he called her every day.
No more abdominal pain. I also sleep better at night. It is also used to calm the liver,
especially those who are hot in the red, dry or irritated mouth. Just squeeze some ripe plums for water. A few more slices of fresh ginger. Drink in the early morning. Not only helps cool the liver, but also diuretics, detoxification through the urine.
With aunts who have swollen necks,
enlargement due to weak liver or poor kidneys, then use the rhizome,
plum tree combined with cinnamon root and Buddha fruit. Drinking water every day.
This medicine was once recorded in the Book of Medicine, the God of Static Wisdom. It has an obtrusive effect, cooling blood organ regulator coating.
Many people think plums are just for fun.
Who would have guessed in every little part of it from the shell? The roots can be used as medicine. Plums also help stabilize blood sugar. Some women have signs of pre-diabetes. Can use fresh plums. Squeeze drinking water once a day in the early morning.
Helps maintain more stable blood sugar levels.
I remember an old man who worked as a car mechanic in Go VAP. Over 65 years old. I eat all the time.
White tongue urinating.
I don't give medicine right away. I advise you to drink prune juice every morning. Eat a little bit more protein. 2 weeks later, he said his mouth was dry. Less tired people. I feel even better than before. There are medicines that don't need to be bought at the pharmacy. Just look closely at the garden in the market.
Plum is one of them. It's a small fruit, but it's a good medicine.
No side effects.
Can be used for older people, as long as you use the right amount.
Try to remember it.
Are there times in hot time? You just need to eat a few plums to feel good.
It's not random.
That the ancients believed in using plums to purify the body.
Slightly sour flakes had more nutrients. That's why plums go into Chinese medicine and life as a gift from heaven and earth. If you've ever had a full stomach, hot in,
or restless sleep without finding any effective way.
Let's go back to the plum pill. Eating at the right time, soak with honey or squeeze the broth evenly.
Sometimes it's more effective than drugs, because that's how the body heals itself.
It's gentle, natural, and long-lasting. Part 3. Special benefits for the elderly. Your uncle is old. Sometimes the body looks like an old machine, running slowly during gastrointestinal problems, sometimes joint pain.
At night, I can't sleep.
Some people just need to change the weather.
The heart is pounding.
Some people have a bloated stomach and do not spend out of trouble. There are also people with dark skin and dry hair.
My eyes are not as clear as before. These symptoms aren't just due to old age.
That's natural. It's because the body lacks nutrients, poor blood circulation, and the internal organs start to weaken. While many choose to take more supplements, they use expensive functional foods. There's a much simpler way. Eat plums regularly every day.
Plums are not just cooling fruit,
But with older people,
it's like a quiet friend to help you relax.
bright eyes, healthy heart, and restful sleep.
You know what?
Just eat bar to 4 ripe plums after lunch.
Is that it can dramatically improve constipation.
Fiber in plums helps intestinal motility work evenly. Soft shit goes out, no longer miserable. When the intestinal tract is smooth TRU, when the liver is relieved, the sleep is deeper and quieter. I used to follow a retired teacher in Thailand, over 65 years old,
complaining that I can't sleep.
The doctor gave me sleeping pills to drink.
I won't give you any more medicine. I just ordered a plum smoothie every night.
Mix some honey. Combination of gentle walking and early lights off. 3 weeks later, I called back thank you. He told me to sleep well and wake up. Lighter stomach, mood is also happy again.
They also contain potassium and anthocyanins,
2 substances that are especially good for the elderly.
high risk of heart disease.
Potassium helps regulate blood pressure, dilates blood vessels,
Prevents sudden increases in blood pressure at night.
Meanwhile, a grain, fetus helps reduce bad cholesterol, cleaning blood vessels, prevent the formation of blood clots, leading cause of stroke and heart attack. A study published in the American Journal of Nutrition showed that older people eat plums or drink plum water regularly had an 18% lower risk of stroke than the group that did not take. No need for Western medicine or modern equipment, just a few plums a day.
It can also help the heartbeat.
I have weak bones or a weak back. Pillow pain.
Then plums also support very well because they contain magie and iron, 2 minerals that help strengthen bones,
Enhances blood circulation to the joints, combined with a little light activity every day like walking or exercise.
Eating plums
Can help improve joint flexibility, avoid prolonged muscle stiffness and fatigue. I remember a retired driver in Xinjiang. I used to drive long distances. I'm home now with osteoporosis or knee pain.
Stand up and sit down.
I advise you to change your meal. Add ripe plums to your dessert every day. After only 2 months, come back to show off. I walked more than a mile in the morning. Sleep well, no more knee pain like before. In addition to digestion, cardiology, joint bone, your skin and eyes are taken care of. In a quiet way, plums contain beta-carotene,
prodrug of vitamin A,
very good for retina, helps prevent macular degeneration. Skin is also brighter thanks to the abundant amount of vitamin C in plums,
helps to regenerate collagen,
open wrinkles,
to retain its natural rosy freshness. Many people ask me if there is a cheap way.
It's easy to do again to improve overall health. I usually respond with a smile.
Yes, just eat plums every day.
You will see your body change in the most natural way.
Plum is not a miracle,
but it's an easy gift to find.
Easy to use and suitable for the condition of older Vietnamese.
No need luxury. It doesn't have to be expensive.
You just need to trust and persevere.
The plum can be a small part,
but very valuable in the journey of healthy living every day.
Part 4: How to use prunes properly so as not to harm your health. Dear aunt and uncle, if there is a good medicine, it is also harmful.
Plum fruit, though healthy,
if you eat improperly, not only does it not benefit,
it's also a nuisance to your health.
Especially with older people. Many people find it delicious to eat.
Eat a lot at a time, even on an empty stomach,
and then drink the water that comes in right after that. The result is diarrhea.
Some were even hospitalized with severe stomach pain. In Oriental medicine, plum has a sour taste,
but it's rich in organic acids and raw fiber.
Eating on an empty stomach,
these acids strongly stimulate the lining of the stomach. It makes you feel a little hurt.
With people who already have stomach pain or ulcers,
eating plums when there is nothing lining the stomach,
it can make the disease worse,
even a slight hemorrhage without knowing. I remember a girl in her 60s in BALOC.
I love to eat plums every morning.
I have a habit of eating fruit before meals. Think you're going to lose weight, good for digestion. And after a few weeks, I had severe abdominal pain.
Go outside, lose stool continuously.
When I went to the doctor told me that I had severe gastritis.
It turns out that prunes are eaten every morning when the stomach is empty.
Another mistake that many people make. Drink water immediately after eating plums.
Because plums have a mild laxative effect.
If combined with a large amount of water, then
peristalsis process.
Your stomach will be irritated, causing you to have diarrhea, to go out. Dehydration of the body of older people who are weaker. If you have a lot of diarrhea, it is easy to lose strength.
Hypotension, prolonged fatigue.
You should also know that plums have oxalates, a substance that can be combined with calcium and formation of kidney stones
if you eat too much for a long time.
With people who have kidney disease, have ever had stones, or have a high uric acid index, eating plums constantly uncontrollably, it can make the disease worse.
I met a guy over 70 years old in Laos.
They say eating plums helps purify.
Buy 3 kilograms of plums to eat gradually.
I eat almost a pound a day. For 3 days, the stomach is boiling. Back pain, smoldering urination.
When you go to the examination center,
the doctor found small stones in the kidney, just by eating too many plums that burden the body.
For pregnant women, the body is already hot in. Plums are mildly stimulating.
If you eat a lot, it can cause a rash.
Especially the first 3 months of pregnancy. When the endocrine is not stable, eating plums can increase stomach acid.
Leads to more fatigue and vomiting. Even with normal people, but with hot conditions.
Easy to pimples, mouth heat.
Eat too many plums.
It can also cause the body to react.
Feeling unsettled. Difficulty sleeping, dry mouth, even red rash. According to nutritionists, every adult, you should only eat about 3 to 4 plums a day.
And eat it after dinner.
Not when the stomach is empty. Wait at least 30 minutes after eating.
Then drink water to avoid digestive disorders.
You see,
plum very good. But like all food, we need to know where to stop.
Eat at the right time and observe the body's reaction.
If you feel full belching,
If you go outside or have a fever,
stop for a few days. Reduce the amount of raw feeding.
healthy living is not about eating a lot of healthy things. It's about choosing what's right for your body.
Plum is also you, not the god of medicine. If understood and used correctly, you will find its benefits deep and lasting.
If you use wrong, even good things can hurt themselves. 4.5 suggests easy to make home remedies.
Dear Aunt, knowing that a good plum is one thing, but do essay to put it in daily meals easily. Delicious, but still,
It's another matter to keep the therapeutic effect. Some people only eat fresh. If you feel too sour, you will regret buying it. Some people have heard of plums.
but I don't know how to make it right.
After enough, the plum is still in the basket. If it doesn't work, it has been forgotten. In fact, to take full advantage of the benefits of prunes,
You don't have to be picky.
just a few simple steps. Some ingredients are easy to find. Was that it was possible to turn plums into delicacies again.
It's just medicine. It is a good food for older people. Plum smoothies are a simple thing that many people don't think about. You just need some ripe plums to drop the seeds,
Add some honey or condensed milk.
a little boiled water to cool and puree.
Sweet and sour taste mixed. Drink cold in the morning or at noon.
Both cooling and laxative increase resistance. This is especially good for those who have trouble sleeping, heat stroke, or need to cool down in the summer. Plum juice is also a great choice.
You can use the press.
Or if there is no,
Just chop the plum and filter the water. Can add a few slices of fresh ginger to enhance the taste
and aid digestion. Drinking in the morning will help the liver better detoxify. Body relieved, spirit also awake. A small study in South Korea also found people who use water,
Pressed plums for 2 weeks in a row have yeast index, liver and blood pressure improve markedly.
if you like traditional sweets. Plum jam is a hint that can't be ignored.
The way to do it is also very simple. Ripe plum washed.
Remove seeds. Marinate with sugar in a ratio of 1:1 for a few hours. Then light it on a low heat until it's completely cured. Stored in glass jars.
Eat a small spoon every day after meals.
Plum jam is not only delicious, it also makes digestion easier.
Especially for people with constipation or bloating after the meal.
They are also very popular in the north. Favorite plum washed. Remove seeds. Put in a glass jar soaked with white sugar for about 4 to 5 days.
When the sugar melts,
Flowers with beautiful red purple of plums.
will produce an extremely refreshing beverage. Just mix with ice or filtered water. A small glass a day is enough to help purify the body, aid digestion, and reduce feelings of fatigue. Especially for older people who have severe constipation.
Dried plum soaked in alcohol is a folk remedy that has long been around.
You just need to buy dry.
Soaking with wine, rice, or honey in a closed jar for 1 to 2 months.
Every night before sleeping.
Drink a small spoon helps laxative.
It is easier to sleep deeper. Some people even use a little ginger slice or dried mandarin peel.
To increase the stomach warming effect.
Very suitable for cold people.
Or belly or bloating.
I met an uncle who worked as a carpenter in Longan.
Almost 70 years old and still healthy pink eye.
If you ask, you just laugh. I have my own secret. It's dried plum house soaked in wine my grandmother made in tea. Use a little every day. It's like drinking alcohol and seeing someone light.
Health. There are drugs that are not in court.
It's in my kitchen. You just need to pay attention a little.
A little ingenious.
It's a plum. Little. You will be a companion at every meal. Every sleep. Every healthy step. Dishes from plums are not only delicious,
it also cures many common old age diseases, whether it's fresh plums,
juicing or soaking sugar for jam, as long as you use it correctly. It's a precious medicine from nature. No chemicals, no side effects.
If you go to the market today and you see a basket of red ripe plums,
Don't hesitate to pick up a few coins. Maybe that's where the fun comes in.
your healthy life will begin. From very small things that young people don't quite understand. It is a small but great gift of nature.
In a rustic red-purple shell, it's a whole trove of nutrients.
Is a gentle medicine that helps the body gently digest easily.
Good night's sleep, calm heart and relaxed spirit.
You don't need expensive medicine or imported food. You hope to keep healthy.
Just add a few plums to your meal every day. At the right time.
The body has been taken care of naturally.
And sustainable if you find today's sharing helpful. Don't hesitate to share this video with your family.
Friends who are looking for a healthy way of life.
Gentle but effective. Let that little plum connect so many hearts. Happy life, healthy life, full.
I wish you a happy life.
Live healthy every day.
The same simple but precious gift from nature.
If you see it, or don't forget to like it. Subscribe to the channel and ring not to miss the secrets. Live healthy every day.